Let's do it.
You'll go up there, okay. And then I'll get out of the way, so out of your shot.
Hello. 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 Is this one moving?
Yep.
Okay.
You just have to, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right.
Perfect.
I'll
Look
get out
at
of the
that.
shot.
Hello. Is my microphone working? It's just.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you hear me?
Me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you. Look at that.
Sweet.
How are you? How are you today?
I am just great. We're just supposed to be audio, right? For me?
Is it just audio for her?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, we can do that as we'll do this for the recording.
Yeah, it's just audio for you.
Okay.
So is we'll. Is that on?
Mhm.
And that way,
Me.
yeah. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna do my intro first and then introduce you. And then I'm gonna ask you the questions, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is the camera on, Mr. Smith? So the camera's working, okay.
Yeah, so just look at the camera. You only have one camera, so you just look at the camera. when you
Okay.
talk.
Hello, welcome back to Remembering Alzheimer's, a podcast about people who have family members with Alzheimer's. I'm Caitlin. Today, I will be joined by Julie Knox, who has a family member that is dealing with Alzheimer's, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her story. Welcome.
Hello.
Let's start with the questions. Do you have a family member suffering from Alzheimer's?
Yes, my oldest sister, Jeannie.
Okay. When did you first notice that something went wrong?
Probably about 2 years ago. She would continually ask the same question about a couple times in a conversation. But it's like she knew that she was asking the question. So she would say, oh, I knew that. And try to cover up that she didn't really know that she had asked that before.
Mhm.
So it was her short-term memory that was starting to have problems. And that's when I first noticed things going awry.
Did you know that it was Alzheimer's at first, or did you have to take it to a doctor to find out?
No, actually Alzheimer's in itself doesn't have a test or procedure that you can do to diagnose as Alzheimer's. We did take her to a doctor, and it's mostly clinical symptoms that they present with, and obviously mostly memory loss. And so we did take her to a doctor, and he did many memory tests on her. And it was probably about 2 months after that where he actually gave us the diagnosis of Alzheimer's.
Okay, so pretty fast you got it.
Yes, once we took her to the doctor.
How long from today, how long has it been since she's been diagnosed? A roundabout, you don't have to give specifics.
About 2.5 years, about two and a half years.
Okay. How did you feel when you found out?
I felt real lost and very sad because this is my big sister, and I didn't want this for her. I work in the healthcare field, so I knew what was coming with the disease process, and I just didn't want that for her.
Yeah. Did your life change because of it? I know that she stayed with you for a while after she got diagnosed. Did your life change?
Yeah, actually, I realized that things were going, when she was having memory problems, we had decided at that point to move her up onto our property, and her and my brother-in-law stayed in a trailer on our property. And it was during that period of time when I was with her a lot more that I realized how bad her memory had gotten. And she would forget sometimes what she ate or if it was time to eat. and she got very obsessed with a given task. She's diabetic, so she would be very focused on checking her blood sugar all the time and needing to eat at certain periods of time for that. And that became very apparent the more I was around her. So that changed. And the fact that I was realizing that, I could take care of her for a little bit, but that she was going to need 24-hour care shortly. And it was within about 6 months that she had to go where she could get 24-hour care.
Yeah. Did you notice an immediate change in their behavior or her actions or anything when she was first diagnosed?
No, it was, I think this Alzheimer's is a disease where it's very, because it's all symptoms, you look back on the disease process 2 years into it and say, oh yeah, this was going on. I just didn't realize that was happening. And I think as human beings, we tend to want to deny those things are happening.
Yeah.
So, and when they first start realizing they're having memory problems, they try to cover it up too. So with those two things together, I think until you get the diagnosis from the doctor, you try to pretend it's something else.
Yeah. I mean, it's the easiest thing to do is pretend it's something else. Do you
Yeah.
think it's gotten worse over time?
Oh my, yes. She's at the point now where she literally after asking a question, will ask the same question again. There's not 20 minutes in between now. It's literally once you answer the question, she's asking it again.
Yeah.
Or she's gotten to the point where she will eat breakfast and then she'll go into the kitchen and ask her husband to make her breakfast again.
So she just
So
wants
it's
more
definitely,
food.
it's progressing, and that's how Alzheimer's is, to where she'll probably have to be placed into a facility to get the care that she needs shortly.
Have you seen her recently?
It was end of February, something like that. I can't remember the exact dates, but I am definitely going up there at Easter to see her. And I think there'll be still more changes. I think she's in the process of where this is going to speed up a little bit.
Yeah. One last question. What would you like to tell people who have a family members dealing with Alzheimer's?
I would say be kind. These patients, they don't know that they don't remember what they're asking you, or that they may need to go to the bathroom 50 times in a day because they don't remember having gone to the bathroom. And it's a gradual change, so they don't even realize it's coming on. I'd say spend as much time as you can with them when you realize this is happening, because it's not going to be that long before they're not going to be the person that you knew and that you loved. And take time. You're going to have people there with you to share this burden, because one person can't do it. You're going to have to take time for yourself, because they're going to drive you crazy, but you love them, so you do it. And you can't be upset with them, because that doesn't do anyone good. It just upsets them. And just love them with all your heart, because it's not going to be very long because that they won't be there. And you need to use that time to spend with them.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part, spending time with them.
Absolutely.
Well,
and one other thing is, this disease affects the whole family. It's not just the patient themselves. And I think once the patient gets past a certain point, they don't remember anything. They don't know what's going on, but the family members are still experiencing this, and are many times feel guilty because what could I do to help? What did I not do right? And I think it's really important that you don't feel guilty. This is
Yeah.
just a disease and it's nothing anybody can do about it.
And it's got to take its course.
Yes.
Okay, that is all that I have today. I would like to thank Julie for joining us and answering those questions and telling us a little bit more about her story. So thank you for that.
Mhm.
And please join me next time on Remembering Alzheimer's when I tell you my personal story and how it's affected me. I can't find the pause. Oh, stop. I cannot find the pause button, Mr. Smith.
It's right next to
I found it.
And then. Did she hang up too?
Bye, Aunt Julie.
Bye, babe. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
I love you.
Love you too. How do you?
You tired of looking
I
at
need
yourself?
help. No, I don't know how I'm doing. I thought I
You want-
paused it. Did I not pause it? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, you did. And then you just try, stop.